So I really done it this time. Oh boy, I'm in a big mess here. So one of the recurring issues on the Camaro, which is really fun, is the temperature needle. When you turn the key on, it likes to peg all the way to the maximum, and you know, it's probably happened about 6 times over the past 2 years where the needle goes all the way up to here. It gets stuck on the edge of the gauge face and it won't come down, and you know, then you don't know what your temperature is because it's stuck all the way up there. So many times I've removed this, and I've tried bending the edge of the gauge face down. It still would get stuck all the way over here. Then I tried bending the edge up to prevent it, and you know, the needle would hit the bent edge, but sometimes it's just got that little extra juice in it and it just jumps right over it. So I finally broke down, and I drilled a hole and I put in a little screw. So now I have a positive gauge stop. Hopefully it never gets stuck again. Of course, I messed up the face of the gauge a little bit when I was painting it. Anyway, minor inconvenience. The real problem that I've got on my hands now, and why this is all coming apart, is because I was simply trying to put the really, it was crazy. I was trying to put the pieces back, the bezel, whatever you call this, and the stupid little green lens kept falling out for the blinker, and so I had to, you know, keep taking this off, putting it back. After like the 3rd, 4th, 5th time doing it, my dumb left hand, my finger, nicked the needle of the speedometer, broke it right off. So now I got no speedometer. The needle just cracked right on this. There's this little tiny, thin as can be, pin right here that holds the speedometer needle on, and it just barely flicked it. Just snapped right off. So now, oh the joy, now I'm removing everything to get the cluster out. I'm going to try to glue epoxy that pin back together. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a try, because to get another speedometer, you know, that's going to cost me a lot. You know, used ones are 100 up to 200, even more, for the whole cluster. And I really want to get the same matching one, because I found different years have different needle styles, different gauge face styles, and I want to just keep it all original style, all matching to this, even though it's kind of lame to have an 85 speedometer. The 140 speedometers, you know, everything looks different from later years. So right now I'm just trying to get the whole cluster out so I can do this on the workbench, this epoxy job. So I'm just struggling with that right now. It's, I don't know, I'm probably doing something wrong here, but it looks like I have to drop the column. I'm going to try one more time to finagle this thing out of here, but if not, I'm dropping down the column, and that would be next. Alright, so I got it out. I had to lower the column. I didn't have to drop it all the way. I just loosened the 2 nuts, one on each side, backed them off, you know, a little bit, and just gave me enough room. The speedometer cable back there, there's like this little clip on the back of the speedometer. You gotta reach up, you gotta reach your arm up under behind the dash and follow the cable, push this little clip, and that very easily releases the cable. And when you have to put it back in, you just snap it back in. It goes right back in. So this is what the broken needle looks like. Snapped off right there. It's just such a short little thin little pin. My idea, which like I said, you know, probably not going to work. Trying to look for like a little tiny tube as a reinforcement. So I found this little piece from my air. This is an air compressor tool to fill up like a beach ball, or not a beach ball, like a basketball, volleyball, something like that. So I'm thinking of cutting a little short piece of this tube and then putting that, because it fits over the little broken pin, and just, you know, this would be like a little reinforcement, a little support, and with the epoxy. Let's see what happens. This is so tiny, I don't even know if the camera can pick this up. So this is the broken pin, which it pulls out of the back of the plastic speedometer needle. So that's where it's cracked. This is the little tube section that I cut off of the air nozzle. I'm gonna need to get like some tweezers or something to fit this on here. And I gotta mix up some JB Weld or something. Alright, so mixed up the JB Weld. It's on there. Probably could have used other kinds of glue or whatever, but this has a lot of working time. Sometimes with crazy glue, it sets up too quickly. So it's even hard to see here. That's the pin right there. Gonna let that dry up for like 24 hours before I put the face on and try pressing the needle on. That'll be the real test. You know, there's a good chance I go to press the needle on and the whole thing just falls apart. So we'll see. We will, through the magic of TV, you will see in a few seconds. But for me, it's going to be 24 hours. So enjoy the time travel. And just like that, 24 hours has gone by. Seems, I'm not going to yank on it, but seems like it's on there. Alright, so I am going to put the face back on and the needle, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the needle is on. Seems pretty sturdy. That little collar I did with the JB Weld, maybe overkill, but who knows, it might be stronger than ever. So we got it back in. Lights work. We're on the right track. This car, it's going to be good whether it likes it or not, even though it really puts up a fight. Haven't given up yet.